All right, welcome back, good people. This is Emotions 2. Emotions 2. I told you I'll be right back from Emotions 1, right? I know I changed the uniform of the day, right? I do that from time to time. That's the beauty of editing, right? But what I wanted to do was just give you a continuation of what Emotions 1 was talking about, which basically was taking you down the process of understanding how things work from the thought process, from the time you think about something till you come up with an idea about something, till you make a decision about something, then you decide to take action on it. It'll cause you to have emotions about that, right, in a certain way. So that I was describing to you 6 things that Paul Ekman identified as the 6 basic emotions back in 1970, and those were happiness, sadness, disgust, fear, surprise, and anger. And I had covered happiness, sadness, and fear. So I want to continue on with disgust here. And he says disgust is another of the original 6 basic emotions. Disgust can be displayed in a number of ways, including turning away from the object of disgust, physical reactions such as vomiting or retching, facial expressions such as wrinkling the nose and curling the upper lip. This sense of revulsion can originate from a number of things, including an unpleasant taste, sight, or smell. Next, we're going to go into anger. Anger can be a particularly powerful emotion characterized by feelings of hostility, agitation, frustration, and antagonism toward others. Antagonize toward others. Like fear, anger can play a part in your body's fight or flight response. When a threat generates feelings of anger, you may be inclined to fend off the danger and protect yourself. Anger is often displayed through facial expressions such as frowning or glaring, body language such as taking a strong stance or turning away from someone, tone or voice such as speaking gruffly or yelling, physiological responses such as sweating or turning red, aggressive behaviors such as hitting, kicking, or throwing objects. While anger is often thought of as a negative emotion, it can sometimes be a good thing. It can be constructive in helping clarify your needs in a relationship. And it can also motivate you to take action and find solutions to things that are bothering you. Next, we have surprise. Surprise is another of the 6 basic types of human emotions originally described by Ekman. Surprise is usually surprise is usually quite brief and is characterized by a physiological startle response following something unexpected. This type of emotion can be positive, negative, or neutral. An unpleasant surprise, for example, might involve someone jumping out from behind a tree and scaring you as you walk to your car at night. An example of a pleasant surprise would be arriving home and find your closest friends have gathered to celebrate your birthday. Surprise is often characterized by facial expressions such as raising the brow, widening the eyes, and opening the mouth. Physical response such as jumping back. Verbal reactions such as yelling, screaming, or gasping. Surprise is another type of emotion that triggers a fight or flight response. When startled, people may experience a burst of adrenaline that helps prepare the body to either fight or flee. Now, other types of emotions that Ekman described, it says the 6 basic emotions Ekman described are just a portion of the many different types of emotions that people are capable of experiencing. Ekman's theory suggests that these core emotions are universal throughout cultures all over the world. However, Other theories and new research continues to explore the many different types of emotions and how they are classified. Ekman later added a number of other emotions to his list, but suggested that unlike his 6 original emotions, not all these could necessarily be encoded through facial expressions. And now some of those emotions are amusement, contentment, excitement, contempt, embarrassment, relief, pride of achievement, guilt, satisfaction, and shame. Now, was that interesting? If that wasn't interesting to you, that was probably boring. But that was very interesting to me. And I like to, reiterate again, when I find something that kind of tips my, interest level, I want to share that. I want other people to hear that. But not necessarily through me, but since this is a platform or a format that I've set up, then this is the best way for me to get it out, right? Plus, I'm practicing. Remember, I'm working on something. This is like the small picture. There's a big picture. Or if I'm the visionary, right, I know what the end result that I want to be, right? So you have to build up the small little pieces to the puzzle before you put them all together, right? So that's what this is. This is the way you would be doing it as well. Once you decide that you're going to do something, whatever that is, you don't want to do it all at once. It's too many moving parts. You want to do a little here, a little there, a little here, put them together, test it, see how it works, take away what doesn't work, add something else. That's how it goes, right? And at the end of the day, you're getting closer and closer to where you want it to be. But the people around you don't really see that because they don't see the work that you put in. They don't understand the effort that you put in to get what you get, right? And they shouldn't. They shouldn't be privy to that. But they also shouldn't have the ability to make you stop doing it because of their opinion, right? So don't do that. Don't stop. Don't let those emotions that people bring to you or the feelings that you feel about people that they have for you, don't let that stop you. You keep going. First, identify one thing you want to do and start doing it. And the time is never going to be right. Let me share that with you. It's never going to be right. You just need to start, and then you'll figure it out along the way. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of it, right? You'll figure it out along the way. Speakwithlarry.com